Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's isolation session, where we will be going over the usual format, looking at the various pairs, trying to identify where we are in that market cycle, and looking for harmonics that are in line with the market cycle. So, hope everyone had a nice Valentine's. Um, it was lovely, and here we go. Let's start. So we have NZD USD. Now, NZD USD is shaping up at the minute. We can see the pattern on the way down. We can see the early sort of shape of a pattern on the way up. This is technically a V bottom. And we have the first zone, which has been ultimately a high and a higher low. You know, if you want to look at it in the cold light of the day, it is simply a high and a higher low. But within that structure, you identify your harmonics here, the A, B, C, D, and we're starting to creep up a little bit more. But within that within this high and higher low, this higher low structure, there are, smaller segments to consider breaking down. What we have here is an internal break of those segments. This move was up in threes, so we pushed up in three, which we can see here. 1, 2, 3 to the high. Pulled back, created three pushes lower. The way I see this is just a zone of consolidation. And I would, even though there's a Gartley there and the pattern's completed, something's telling me it's going to come off more. It's just not yet ready for bullish play. So pass for now. I'm going to turn the window off. Euro NZD. Not too sure. It's not too convincing. Structures there. You know, we can see here where we've made this high, 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 low, high, 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 low. This could be the peak. This could be the second consolidation, and this could be the first consolidation on the way down. Could be. Price is making lower lows and lower highs already. Could be. But what makes me think it isn't is price. It did break. It did break here, but it came straight back in, and that's no way a peak in my textbooks. All of this, I believe, is a second zone of consolidation. Notice how price was held by this blue harmonic, which is featured all the way through here. So we know that's in the DNA. If I was to take that, and hopefully my control button works, which it does today, and take it down to there, it's given us a second. I didn't actually realize it was such an exact ABCD there. So we definitely completed an ABCD. And there's this little thing in operation at the moment that I'm just waiting for, stalking it. You know, this is perfect. We got on in the main one. This is a historic entry. I mean, who knows who's still holding this? But yeah, we got in here. That's what it's about. Getting into the market cycle where the best risk reward is. So we have this ABCD structure, which is technically a Gartley, but it needs to give me more. But I'll keep it up. GBP, JPY. So we've broken and retested. So within that break and retest, we can see that we have completed the entire pattern. So this is, this is either a peak formation or a level 2 consolidation pushing higher, which would it surprise me if it is? Nothing surprises me. But I don't think it is. It should be some sort of a peak, but we'll watch it. USD, CHF, yes. Again, not convinced about this one either. First zone, second zone, and it needs to show me 3 lower, but it's giving me 3 here within this, but I don't believe that is it. I think this is 1, this is 2. And it's going to give us another low, which will be interesting. Gold playing out slightly in our favor. I think we've been up as most $10 at the minute. Currently up 7 or 8. But just keeping things simple. You can see the market cycle, you can see the first zone, and you can see the second zone. And within that second zone, obviously we've got the ABCD. This is an ABCD. For me, it shouldn't be hard for others if I can see this. It just means putting in that extra effort. But I can see a 1 and I can see a 2 and I can't see a 3 yet. So go figure. And if you have a look at this closer up, where is it? This particular price action closer up, there is stonking ABCDs here. A, B. If you copied that and then drew it down to here, it would come into this chop zone where you can get long pretty blindly, to be fair. So yeah, that's looking good. ADUSD, I'm in stalker mode at the moment. We've got 2 days of rise. What I'm going to do is wait for that third day to be given. I can see one push, I can see two push. So the actual trade is long, but I'm not going counter trend on the thing that always gets the better of me whenever I try and play with this thing. So I'm not going to start prodding it about too much. But what I absolutely adore the way this is setting up. This is unreal. And it's done. I was talking in the group earlier on about it showing its hand. It's shown its hand. This has shown me that it wants to go lower. Now, you may be able to see what I'm looking at here. I'm not going to give everything away, but it's definitely shown me its hand. And I'm looking to get a continuation trade here. Now, we'll keep it up. It's a beautiful pattern. It's in line with the market cycle. Market cycle's clear as day. There's the first, there's the second, making lower lows and lower highs within. It wouldn't surprise me if this, people would be saying, how about this three? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it looks like there is three, but I'm not convinced of that. And I think we're going to get a blue waterfall sell-off. So I'll keep that up. Euro GBP, we're long. We're in belief. We're trading in line with the market makers. This is the second zone of consolidation. Having seen the first, we're long off the bottom of that consolidation zone on an ABCD pattern. Say no more, enter DJPY, reaching higher, 91.58. We were getting long this down here or down here. I've forgotten now. Go back and look at the videos. Easy trade, first, second, catching the third. CHF peak formation and pass. AUD CAD, trap false, expecting this to push higher, but it's not yet. It's not yet revealed itself or its cards to me. So we'll move on, leave him. Euro AUD, similar to Euro NZD. Now, this is a beautiful setup, a real beautiful setup still. This is a trade bunching at the 50 EMA. This is something I'm going to look at to get involved tomorrow, to go long. It's really, really nice. I am actually going to write that down just in case I forget. But the trouble is, there aren't that many clear-cut opportunities. So you do start scraping the barrel a little bit, start inventing things a little bit. Objectively looking at this, Euro NZD, Euro AUD, objectively looking at it and not fighting what I can see, I can unfortunately see 1 and 2. Is it going to give me a third lower? Maybe. Maybe. Let's see when this was trapping people towards the start of a new year. Now, is this the false? Have we actually seen the pattern? Is this the second zone of consolidation? 1, 2, and 3. Difficult. Difficult. That's why you have to understand how the EMAs work. Keep that stuff close. Euro CHF waiting to get short this guy. Can see 2 pushes lower, 1, 2, expecting a third. So far, a Gartley pattern. I am trading this counter trend because the trend is higher. But when there's not many trades and you can get well-defined ones, you have to take them. Beautiful, long, ultimately generational long, but we're going for a short here because the pattern's there. USD CAD gathering at the 50 EMA in the second zone of consolidation. This is another big candidate. This is another big one to be interested in. It's clear where it's sat. It's sat in the second cycle higher. We expect higher prices, and it looks good here. AUD JPY peak formation pass. CAD CHF starting to slip back a little bit. We did have it as a short-term retracement. It's done 3 days of rise, and for me, or 3 weeks, I've forgotten. It's an absolute smashing example long, and we need to get back into it. So I'm not seeing any real reason to do so yet. Let's have a look. Yeah, we saw the same thing, computer. Well done. So this is gathering itself. The way I'm seeing it, I think that's done three up. One, two, three. But the brain can play tricks and can think this is one and this is two. So I will wait for the market to reveal that if it wants to push higher. I would like to see well, I can see here one, two, three up. So I'm expecting at least two down. And so far we got one down. So keep an eye. CAD JPY peak pass. EuroCAD's done nothing for a while. It's just spooling here. I think this is going to drop again. One, two. Be interesting if it does. It would be interesting if it does, but these EMAs are going a bit sideways to pointing lower. You get your sentiment from the EMAs as well. GBP AED, as much as I love this, and we took a great trade on it, and we got some great money, it is heading back towards the 50, I imagine, which is the middle of the range. EMAs pointing upwards. Notice the 800 slide pointing in the direction of the trend. This is the second cycle higher, expecting higher prices. GBP CHF, second push higher from the potential low of consolidation one, which has been absolutely abstract. 3 harmonics lower, expecting higher prices. AED, NZD, mentioned this to people today about going short. It's a beautiful, beautiful setup. And what we are seeing here, we missed the initial entry of the 200, but it's a beautiful level one short, expecting lower prices, expecting these ABCs to finish. A, B equals C, D, A, B equals C, D, A, B equals C, D. 1, 2, 3. Thank you for coming. GBP, USD off the targeted entry. We're in this already, expecting potentially higher prices. Inflation is a bit softer in the UK. It's a bit of a 50-50 trade where it is. It's in the middle of the range, upper middle. That EMA of the 800 is dictating at the minute. The EMAs are sideways, so we're in consolidation, that's for sure. Euro USD, again, really like it. Very nice setup here. There was an ABCD in this pullback, and this is a large level one consolidation. We expect higher prices. So I hope you enjoy this video, folks. I do have a personal YouTube channel called Melons Trade. If any of you want to join or subscribe, sorry, you'll be able to see how some of these ideas are put together. And yeah, I wish you all the best. Thanks for watching. Cheers.